warnai asya sualirnya.
Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. This pick a card reading is going to take a look at the month ahead for November 2023. So if you have not as of yet chosen your cards on the table, go ahead and do that now. There are timestamps down below where you can go directly to the portion of the video that's going to give you an up close and personal look at the cards on the table. Pause where necessary to extend your selection time if you feel it necessary, and if during that time you feel led to pick more than one card stack on the table, by all means, please choose more than one if you feel it necessary to get the most out of this reading. These readings are also timeless, right? So whether you watch it at the upload time or sometime later down the road, it may have a message for you. And the reason why I say this is timeless, although it's meant for November 2023, is that you could end up coming across this video later down the road and realize, yeah, I was actually going through that in November of 2023. So again, I set the intention always that these readings will find you whenever they're meant to. These readings are also general, so I can't possibly expect to connect with each and every one of you that watches or clicks on this video, although I hope you find a message here. But what I always try to encourage everybody to do is maybe check out my Pick a Card playlist and my other readings. I have so many readings I've already done on a variety of different topics. You might find something in the mix there that connects for you better instead. So with all of that being said, Star Family, I will go ahead and leave you here and I will meet you at your reading of choice. Pile number 1 viewers, you chose the Scorpio Sea Tarot for your reading. But to get the reading started, I am going to look at the theme or the main energy of the month ahead for November. We want to take a look at what's happening for you, what the month is going to look like. And to see what that energy is, I'm going to be using the Guardian Angel Tarot cards, which kind of act as like an oracle card as well, because they do have messages on them. So let's see what the main energy and or theme of your month ahead looks like. Let's see, pile number 1 viewers choosing the Scorpio Sea Tarot for November 2023. Let's see, 1 card for the main energy of the month. And it is, right? Whoa, did you see that? It is officially Scorpio season as well. So there's your card. And these are a little tough to handle because they're so thick. So let's see. All right, so that's actually the Six of Swords. Interesting, I like it. So it says peaceful times are on the horizon. These storms have passed, and now you can see that your destination is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away and allow for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. So I don't know if some of you maybe, let's look at that literally, right? I don't know if some of you possibly may be traveling this month in November. But if it's not about literal travel, it could be like figurative, right? It's like about moving on to a different maybe state of mind, maybe healing from things and putting those maybe tumultuous times behind you, because it's the energy of rough waters are behind you now and it's smooth sailing going forward. So things are smoothing out for you in the month of November. And this is telling me that things are healing and also looking up. That's why it says peaceful times are on the horizon. The storms have already passed and now it's smooth sailing. You can move forward feeling at ease. And it's also number 6. So number 6 is a number of alignment, balance, and harmony. And there's this feeling of not just balance, harmony, and alignment in your world, but also in your thoughts. Okay, so it's like peaceful state of mind, peaceful state of being, maybe just your overall vibe. Maybe also the theme of the month for you is not dealing with the drama, right? Deciding to kind of like move yourself away from those things that would cause turbulence in your life. And it is about forward momentum, but in a way that's like, you know what, water off a duck's back. I'm not listening to the drama in life or in the world. I'm just doing my own thing. I'm moving forward, whether that's figurative or literally. There's this feeling of looking ahead. So some of you may actually be traveling for vacation just for that stress relief. But I also feel like you're feeling more carefree at the same time. So if you're not doing that, it's just your vibe is embodying that. All right, so let's see what the Scorpio Sea Tarot has to say to, I guess, add on to this or embellish it a little bit. Let's see what else can we learn for November 2023. See if we can get 3 cards. Okay. And if I need more cards, I always pull off to the side or look underneath the deck for added information. But let's see what we have. 5 of Wands. Interesting, because I said leave the stress behind, right? I'm not dealing with the drama type of thing. Well, that would be the drama with the 5 of Wands. Yes, because look, we have the Sun. We absolutely have this. Oh, look, I can't believe this. This is awesome. So you have the Sun and you have the 8 of Wands. So more confirmation of moving forward, because that's exactly what the 6 of Swords or 6 of Thought does. It says maybe necessary to take a journey over water to another country, right? It's about letting the stress, the worries, all that stuff roll off of you. And it's about moving forward. You're not dealing with this energy anymore in November. This is behind you now. Because we have the Sun, which is heralding success, a successful time. It's also high vibe energy. It's also enlightenment. It's positivity. And when the Sun has, you know, is warming your back, right? It's feel good energy. So it's like you can't go wrong. And I love this because it's shining a light also on where you're going, maybe what you're doing or what action to take. And this card, right, if I just look at the image, it's so interesting because it's like she's faded out, or whoever that is faded out. And it's to me, it's giving me vibes of clean slate. I don't know if any of you are kind of feeling that energy from this card, or at least the imagery. But it feels like a clean slate. And I think that the 6 of Swords is also giving us that vibe too. So things are coming into balance, harmony, and alignment, giving you a clean slate, allowing you to move forward, to put the drama behind you, whether that's in your personal life, maybe your work life as well with the 5 of Wands, maybe conflicts of head and heart within your own mind, body, heart, spirit. Because sometimes the 5 of Wands can talk about the conflicts outside of us with other people or situations and scenarios, but it can also talk about conflicts within ourselves. And it can sometimes be challenging. Number 5 is a card of challenge, sometimes a little strife or push and pull, maybe power struggles, again, whether they be outside of us or within us. And there's this feeling of that conflict, that battle, whatever it is you've been dealing with, or that challenge, this is all getting cleansed and washed away with that 6 of Swords. The 6 of Swords also depicts water, talks about the cleansing, the healing process, and the journey of that. So it does feel like a renewal that's taking place now that the conflict, whatever that may be, or challenge, is subsided and put behind you and washed away. The sun is coming in to illuminate your scenario, because now that there's not that push and pull, that power struggle, that challenge, that conflict, if that's out of your way or you're leaving that behind or walking away from it, the sun is now illuminating your path forward with the 8 of Wands and allowing you to have that clean slate where you're free. You're a blank canvas. That's what this card is giving me. The sun is giving you a blank canvas from which to paint or create or illustrate your life. The 8 of Wands is the forward movement, action, momentum. Now that you know the song, I can see clearly now that the rain is gone, right? It's going to be a bright, 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 bright sunny day. Right? Think about that energy of the sun. This is what's happening here. That 5 of Wands is out of your way. Whatever that challenge or change. I'll even say change and shift, because 5 can also be a number of change. So whatever changed for you, whatever was causing conflict, disharmony, is now being brought into alignment, balance with the number 6 of the 6 of Swords, bringing you illumination, giving you a clean slate, a blank canvas from which you can move forward and create your life and your world and take action upon it any which way you desire. Wands are all about spiritual enlightenment, inspiration, and the action we take, the motivation we have, the ambition and the inspirations that are divinely given to us so we can act upon. And I feel like you're being inspired in a new way. The sun is shining a light on maybe what that is. I'm getting vibes of also big ideas, so you can get big ideas coming through. But now that these things are cleared out of the way, you're a clear channel to receive these inspired actions that you can now take and act upon. 8 of Wands is doing that. 8 of Wands is moving forward with those ideas. 8 of Wands is moving forward with those creative inspirations. 8 of Wands is also traveling. You might get some big illuminating moment or enlightened moment that shows you what you need to do, where you need to go, and what action to take in the month of November. But it's all setting the stage so you can seek something that's ahead of you. Definitely not anything behind you. Nothing behind you, nothing in the past is going to serve over here where you're going next with that 8 of Wands energy. So just keep that in mind. This is all fresh energy that's happening for you here, and it's unfolding in a way that's going to be very successful, high vibe, and there's this feeling of you can't lose. So look forward to the clarity with the sun that you're also going to be receiving in regards to your next steps or your next actions or your next creative inspiration and nudge. That's what's coming through in November. It's this forward movement, healing, feeling fresh and, freed of all the nonsense, drama, conflicts, disturbances in your world. And it feels like moving forward, you're not going to allow anything to disrupt your peace. Never again. I love that the fact that the 6 of Swords card says, the storms have passed and now you can see that your destination is within sight. Well, you're traveling with that 8 of Wands. You're going places. Literally, figuratively, metaphorically, metaphysically, even, you're going places. You're close to arriving at your destination. For some of you, the destination could be something you've intended for yourself, maybe an intention you've set a while ago, and you had to clear out the clutter, the mess, the gunk of anything that was blocking your energy field with the Five of Wands before you could arrive at the destination, which may be perhaps a manifestation. Maybe you had to do that healing work. But the energy of the Sun is giving you clarity and insight to allow this journey to speed up for you. And there's fast moving energy at play here. So things are going to start happening quickly because, again, you're that clear energy to receive. You're a clean slate. You have a blank canvas now. So now that your energy is cleared up of all the gunk, all the mess that was maybe blocking your path or getting in the way of receiving the ideas or the creative inspirations or the insight, now that that's all cleared out of the way, the universe can deliver what it is that you need to know. And I say that because also the Eight of Wands is communication. Phone calls, emails, texts, some kind of communication, whether that be intuitive communication that you receive, maybe sign synchronicities that come through to you. Could be sometimes these messages come through in the dream state. It could be something that somebody says to you. It could be information you receive. Maybe, again, a phone call, email, text, maybe good news that comes through. And it's just going to give you, the feeling is a green light. A green light so you can go pursue the destination, because you're already on your way there. We see that here in the month of November. You're about to achieve something and achieve it successfully with the Sun. So I would say with the Eight of Wands, get excited about the month ahead, because it is going to be very enlightening for you. And things are going to pick up speed where maybe they've been stuck and stagnant with the Five of Wands before, right? So you can trust that the journey ahead is going to be a lot more smooth sailing than it has been previously. So look forward to good things, good vibes with the Sun happening for you in exciting ways with the Eight of Wands. So expect to take action, expect to go somewhere, maybe to travel, literally. Maybe expect for things to start speeding up for you in a positive way with the Sun and the Eight of Wands. There's so much that you're putting behind you that now gives you the freedom to go. Freedom to do, freedom to move, freedom to be. So yeah, a very freeing energy taking place. Because if you've ever ridden a horse, you do feel like you're flying a bit, you know. So I love that. I love that energy of the Eight of Wands here. So let's see if we can get a few cards here. A little bit more clarification, and then we're going to grab a final for you, final oracle card. Now, for some of you, I get the vibe also that, you know, some of you might be leaving a difficult job situation with the Five of Wands behind. Maybe a conflict with a person, maybe a place, maybe something's just not in alignment with you anymore, maybe a certain life or lifestyle, you could be leaving that behind. But as a result of leaving whatever is causing you conflict or challenge, as a result of leaving that, everything just starts to unfold properly in a way that's positive and allows you to move forward so you can pursue the things that are in alignment with you, truly. The things that are meant for you. And Spirit, the feeling is here, Spirit has a plan for your life and is soon to align you with the knowing, the instinct, the enlightenment, the clarity, so you can take action upon those things that are meant for you. So it's like this feeling of also getting unstuck in the month of November. So that way everything just, it's like this feeling of woof. You know, it's like poof, you know, like suddenly, bam, now I can go. I can do this now. I understand what I'm meant to do, what I'm supposed to do, where I'm supposed to go, what job I'm supposed to have. I understand what I'm meant to pursue. I can go take action now. I'm feeling motivated, excited for this. Yes, it all makes sense. You know, so I love that. I love this energy so much for you, pile number 1 viewers. Let's see. Look at that. And I guess I had these all upside down, the whole deck. These are not red reverse, by the way, in any way. But we have the obfuscate card, which is wild because I was saying the things that you didn't know before, or maybe that you were confused about or challenged with, right? Those things were hidden, like the answers were hidden. And I was saying it's going to be an enlightening month because you maybe didn't have answers before. Things were hidden and feeling kind of obscured from you with this card. Makes sense. And that can cause inner conflict, outer conflict in your world. You know what? I do have to say this. Sometimes we go through shifts and changes internally, and then externally, the world outside of us doesn't align or match with the changes that have taken place inside of us. And we can feel like the Five of Wands, like we're fighting ourselves, right? It's like this conflict of head and heart, because it's like you've done all these changes. I say changes because the number 5. You've gone through all these changes, shifts, challenges, adversities, conflicts within yourself or outside of yourself. You've gone through all this stuff. Things have changed, but yet the outside still looks the same. And in the midst of that uncomfortable feeling, things feel like, when am I gonna know what to do? Like, why is this such a mystery? Why is everything so stagnant, stuck? And you wonder. You have questions, you need answers, right? In order to move forward, but you don't have the answers, so you stay in place. Like, that's the feeling of this card here, but I feel like that sun is coming in to give you that enlightenment. So you can open your eyes and have that realization, that sudden enlightenment, like I said, with sun and clarity. So you can take action. So just trust that if things have been kind of obscured to you and you're like wondering, when the hell am I going to get my breakthrough? This is the month, okay? Things have been like this for a while, but the sun is here to illuminate things to you and show you with clarity what needs to be done, what you need to know, what moves to make, so you can make them and leave all of this behind with that 5 of Wands. Peaceful times are on the horizon. The storms have passed, and now you can see with clarity with the sun that your destination over here with the 8 of Wands, as far as where you're going, is within sight. The stress in your life will begin to fade away, right? Allowing for happier times. It may be necessary to take a journey over water or to another country. We have the air energy, which is energy of communication, intellect, ideas. Communication, intellect, ideas. Like I said, you're going to know what you need to know, do what you need to do. And part of the energy of conflict, change, challenge, maybe strife within oneself or outside of you in your environment was just growing pains, is what this is telling me. It was a way to prepare you to then move forward, to grow through. Again, it's never about the destination itself, right? It's always about the journey, and the journey is meant to change you. The journey is meant to help you grow and evolve, to then align with the thing or the way that you've intended, right? I'll give you another example. Let's say we see ourselves doing a certain thing or living a certain life and lifestyle, but we have to change ourselves, or maybe our inner monologue. We have to change our mindset, our actions to align, right? And change ourselves spiritually even to align with that thing we want to do, be, or become. Let's say I want to learn an instrument. I've always seen myself learning or wanting to learn an instrument. Well, there's a growth process before I can finally learn or finally play that instrument with efficiency. First, I have to study, play, practice, right? Hone my skill. And this is a progression. I go from someone who never knew how to play that instrument to now eventually someone who is a professional. Do you see what I'm saying? That goes for anything in life that we want to do, become, learn, or evolve into. And that is all growth. And that process is pretty special. So, sometimes we have to have a little bit more grace and compassion for ourselves as we go through the growth journey to get to, right, the destination or where we want to go or what we want to do with our lives. Also, sun is giving me, again, not only clean slate energy or blank canvas, right? But it's also giving new energy, new vibes. Because oftentimes the sun energy is represented with a baby, and babies usually represent new energy, rebirth, renewal. So you've shifted and changed in some way. And in the midst of the growth process, maybe some things have been hidden from you. Maybe you didn't have all the answers, but now things are going to start to make sense. You've grown, you've went through it, you've done what you needed to do on your part, you've evolved, and now you're ready. You're ready with the Eight of Wands to pursue all those things that you've intended for yourself, and that you shifted and changed and morphed into to eventually become. And the healing journey, I feel for some of you, is also completing itself and over. And you will see in the month of November how things start to line up for you positively to get you moving forward. So I feel like hindrances, right? Blockages, limitations removed out of your way. So you're free to go, move, be, do, live, experience as you please, create as you wish. Final oracle here, using the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Let's see, final card for pile number 1 viewers. All right, so here's the book. Let's see what we have. Okay, I mean, how much more confirmation do you need? Do you see what I'm saying here? Absolutely. Going forward. Like, I can't make this stuff up. Do you see what I'm saying? Like, this is incredible. All right, let's see what it says. Hold on, I'm trying to find it here. Almost. I just had it. I lost it. All right, there we go. So it says, going forward, grassy hills. It says, grasses are one of the most abundant families of plants on Earth. Bear with me here. I'm going to try to zoom in. There we go. Sorry if it jumped. It says, from the earliest days of human history, grasses have played an important role in life. We eat grasses, oats, barley, and wheats are kinds of grass. We have thatched our roofs with it, fed our animals with it, walked on it, had picnics on it, made love on it. Its matrix of roots prevents erosion, and its lush, rapid growth produces volumes of oxygen. Grasses are one of the world's most significant food sources. Grass in past times has symbolized growth, productiveness, prosperity, new ideas. There you go, right? The illumination you'll get and maybe have communicated to you also with the air and the sun. Ideas and fulfillment. Yeah, happier times are ahead. Remember, the Six of Swords tells us that. It's go time also with the Eight of Wands. But it says, the sacred landscape wants you to know. When you receive this card, fertility, productivity, love, health, abundance, and fulfillment are ahead of you. Wow. Okay, so things are growing and expanding in your life, so keep going forward. Sometimes it may be easy to be distracted by what's occurring around you. Five of Wands, right? Like I said, the drama, you're not dealing with that anymore. You're so over that. You're ignoring that. All right, so it says, yeah, it says, but this card indicates that it is important not to let anything hold you back from increasing, yes, the bounty in your life. Step up and know that your needs will be taken care of. Your life is escalating and intensifying. Yeah, Eight of Wands, right? It's going to start happening and unfolding quickly. Intensifying in the best possible way for your highest good. I freaking love this. So much confirmation there. Let's get an angel number to confirm it further. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for angel numbers. These numbers can confirm a lot of what I've already said in this reading and or provide you with additional messages that you may need personally. Don't give you a source because it could be one you don't like. And also don't want to imply that one source is better over another because there's many on the internet. So again, just take the journey, find the sources, you know, explore them, see what resonates and connect with you. So I would say trust the one that resonates most to your heart and go with that one. And also, if you take the journey, you may come across other signs, synchronicity, and serendipity as Spirit needs you to find. And if I gave you a shortcut to the number itself, I would rob you of that entire experience. Don't want that to happen, so I don't do that. So let's see what number comes up for you for your reading for November 2023. 11, 3, Wow. So 1133. Do you see that? Yep. So we have 11, 3, and 3. I'm going to put that number in the screen for you. Go ahead and look up that number. See what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. You could also visit my channel memberships for exclusive content and readings I put out for members only. You could also support what I do by visiting my Etsy store. I have a bunch of cool jewelry there. Some I make by hand. Others I refurbish when I find it in cool places. Maybe it needs a little TLC, right? And then I go and bring that to you to explore. So go ahead and visit me there if you wish. Much love to you wherever you are. Be well, be safe, take care, and always keep shining. Pile number 2 viewers, you chose the Radiant Tarot for your reading today. However, I'm going to get to that in a minute. I'm going to start the reading with the Guardian Angel Tarot cards, which kind of act as like an oracle deck as well. So we're going to look at this as the main energy and or theme for your month ahead, November 2023. So let's see what the main energy is and or theme of your month, November 2023. Need one card. Main energy for pile number 2 viewers. All right. These cards are really thick. All right. I'm going to pull the tarot in just a moment. I want to grab this card first to see what we have. All right. So we have organization. This is actually the Emperor card. So it says, your plans are on target and everything will flow more smoothly if you add a little organization and discipline to your methods. The key to success is to allow your creativity to be gently guided by logic. Be open to asking for help from someone very intellectual or seek out a mentor. Okay, so I like that energy. Also Aries. So some of you might have that in your chart. But I like this here because what this is saying is that there's something that you're solidifying in the month of November. Okay, and like the card says, you may be making plans in the month of November, but it's so that way you can execute an idea or something that you've been wanting to for a while. It's saying organization, but this is also giving me vibes of decluttering. So for instance, you know, we sometimes over the years collect a lot of junk, you know, and it's sometimes about cleaning out the clutter, getting rid of the things that you no longer need. That could be literal or figurative, but it's also that way you can move and do and grind. I heard grind in a way that nothing is distracting you or getting in your way from what you've intended or set your mind to do. So it's about being very structured, right? With the number 4 of the Emperor energy as well. So it's about structure, yes, discipline, but being disciplined and structured enough to get shit done. And I like that because it is kind of like an empowered energy of going and getting it, or that go-getter energy where you're determined and you're not going to allow anything to stop you or get in your way or hinder your forward progress and or the plans that you have in mind for yourself. And there's this feeling of good luck to anything or anyone that tries to get in the way of what you've set your mind to do. I also feel like this card is indicating that you could have, right, a mentor come through to assist you in some way, but they have a really strong, like, focused head on their shoulders. You could also be taking on that energy as well, being highly focused. But there's this feeling of maybe somebody coming through to assist you or mentor you or guide you in a way that, you know, they know what they're doing, maybe through experience. They've had previous experience and they're able to help you with whatever your plans or your endeavors are. But this is saying, you know what you need to do in the month of November. This is about executing that plan in a way that's very thorough, thought out, but just also know that you have the intellect, the focus, the will, the determination to see it through, and that the foundation of whatever it is that you've planned for yourself and or decided is secure and solid because it's a number 4. Okay. So let's see what we can learn about this further. Again, this is the Radiant Tarot. Let's see if we can get 3 cards. November 2023 for pile number 2 viewers. If I need more cards, I always grab off to the side. Let's see. All right, so we have the Hangman, the 5 of Swords, and the 8 of Pentacles. Okay, 8 of Pentacles, it's about work. It's about taking action and honing a skill or putting in the work, maybe via a labor of love, to get the job done and see it through. You're almost there. You're completing something here. The thing is that if there's mental clutter, okay, if there's mental clutter or this feeling of inaction, because sometimes the hangman can do that. It can make you feel kind of like stuck or in a bind or feeling the limitations of the situation around you. This is helping you to, again, the feeling is get unstuck. And I mentioned that in pile number 1, actually, the feeling of unstuck. So it's more or less a feeling of, I also get vibes of mind over matter. And it's this feeling of, well, you just take the first step and allow it to then unfold or unravel for you in a way that, you know, it'll start to make sense. Because sometimes we hold ourselves back from taking action because we don't know exactly how to follow through, or maybe we're doubting if we're ready. But I feel like you go from an energy of inaction over here with the Hangman to then action with the 8 of Pentacles, because it's actually doing something. And you have the energy of the bee, which is busy bee energy. Bees are a symbol of success, working, hard work, working together, community. But also in a way, it's like you're working towards something. So again, this is telling me, this is just more, I feel like this is more of a reading of advice for pile number 2 viewers. It's just saying, get cracking, right? Just start somewhere. Get organized in your mind, body, heart, and spirit. Do what you need to do internally, externally, to get your mind right and in alignment with the action and the intention that you want to see realized. Because you have a strong foundation for what it is that you want to do, but it's a matter of, I also feel like in a way with the Hangman, kind of getting out of your own head, knowing with the Hangman also that you have the magic. And I also want to say there's going to be an enlightening moment that you will have a shift and change in perspective when it comes to the thing that you want to accomplish, the thing that you want to work toward, or that plan that you want to execute. You're going to have a very enlightening moment in the month of November. It's going to shine some wisdom, knowledge on you. It's going to help you see something that you weren't able to see before. And it's going to help you activate some magic that you need within yourself. And I say magic because the Hangman represents Odin. Okay, Odin was hung upside down from a tree to gain enlightenment, but he also gained the magic of the runes. All right, if you ever look up the story of Odin. So we have a little crow also, and we have a magpie. We have a crow here, or a raven. Those are messengers from spirit, okay? And I feel like there's some kind of divine message that's going to come through to help enlighten you about something. So be open to receiving messages in the month of November as well, but it's all to help get the wheels turning for you, so that way you can take action and start working toward the plan that you wish to see unfold for yourself. Okay. 5 of Swords. That energy is here to say there's some conflict. There could be power struggles. There could be struggles within your own mindset that sometimes we can get overwhelmed by the plans. Sometimes we think we're biting off more than we can chew. So there's this also feeling of, you know, what you desire for yourself or what you want to take action for. It can feel like a little daunting. But Spirit is also trying to affirm to you with the Emperor card that you have the power to see this through, to do this, to make it work with the Eight of Pentacles for yourself in a very successful way with the Bee energy. It's just a matter of, I will go so far as to even say, not allowing yourself to self-sabotage, okay, with the Five of Swords. Or, let's be real here, Five of Swords can also talk about other people. Other people could be throwing darts at you, at your ideas, at your plans. They might always have an opinion and something to say, but you know what they say? Opinions are like assholes. Everybody has one, right? Let's just keep it real. The Five of Swords is that. That's what that is. Somebody might have something to say. Somebody might throw darts at you in a negative way, or have something to knock down your idea or your plan and make you second guess your own vision. And this energy here is saying, look, you have magic and power, all right, within yourselves. With the divine has endowed you with this. You need to dig deep and go there. Go to that place. Acknowledge your power. Claim it. Own it. And let that be the fuel. Also, the naysayers with the Five of Swords. It's like people talk crap all the time, right? And it's like, don't let their words shoot down your star. It's like this feeling of you have a star in the sky, you wish upon that star, and then somebody has the nerve to try to shoot it down with their words, their energy, whatever they throw at you. And it's like, no, we have to go back to that place where we understand that, you know, our ideas, the things that we wish to see accomplished for ourselves, the goals, Eight of Pentacles that we have for ourselves, are oftentimes divinely inspired within us. You know, the universe, God, whatever, Creator, puts that in our heart, in our being, because a lot of times it wants to see it fulfilled through us. And we are the vessels by which these things come to life, by which they are created. Because everything around you started with a thought first. And then it was brought into being in a tangible way. And this is why I said in the beginning that, you know, your thoughts, your ideas, your plans, they have a solid foundation. You just need to remember your power in the month of November, and to hell with anybody who tries to talk you out of your plans or your ideas. Their opinions don't matter. You have the power. You have the magic. You were given the divine download, inspiration, idea. Spirit, the universe, is endowing you with this magic to help see it through. The feeling with the Five of Swords is you got to remember to reclaim your crown. Okay, we have a crown here. We have the Emperor. So it's like the feeling is November is the month where you take your power back, you reclaim your crown, and you cut ties with people, places, things, scenarios that would limit the ideas that you have about yourself. You could also be cutting yourself free from limiting mindsets or internal monologues that would be negative, you know, intrusive thoughts. You see what I'm saying? It's about getting rid of all of that crap. Because you're about to be shown something with the Hangman energy in a very enlightening way. And I also feel like there's this energy in the month of November. You have to make a promise to yourself. It's like once you get that enlightening moment, once you feel empowered about yourself, once you pick up your crown and place it back on your head, it's like you have to remind yourself, right, of your own magic, your own power, and not let anything get in your way. Once that idea comes through and you feel that surge of energy, cut and sever the ties that you need to cut and sever in the month of November, so that way you can work towards your goals and see them realized. With the Five of Swords, sometimes we have to walk away from no-win situations. That could be with people, that could be in workplaces, that could be with just scenarios that just, you know what, they're not helping us to evolve with the Hangman or grow, or it's sometimes people, places, situations are not on the same wavelength as us. They're not in alignment with us. Hangman is about learning, growing, evolving, gaining enlightenment, remembering who you are, your internal magic, and cutting yourself free, right? From the tree. Cutting the binds, the ties that bind. Right here, these two cards. Of scenarios, people, places, situations, things that would keep you from stepping into your power or fully realizing yourself and working towards the things that truly matter to you, your goals, your ambitions, your ideas, your skills, your talents over here. Sometimes mindsets and patterns can also hinder ourselves, right? They can be hindering to our belief system, or they can be part of our belief system, but hinder us from believing that we can. But the Eight of Pentacles is showing me that you're casting this aside. You're reclaiming your crown. You're stepping into your power. You're acting upon a plan, idea, or something that you wish for. You're doing it with authority. And you're tapping into that self-discipline to put in the work, to clean up and sever, right, things from your life that would get in the way of you achieving what you set out to do. Because you have to consider the Eight of Pentacles is putting in the work, honing a skill, laboring towards something, and it's eventually going to make the next step in progress towards a Nine of Pentacles, right? And then a Ten of Pentacles. So the Eight of Pentacles is saying here, you're a lot closer to your goals or your plans being fully realized than you think. There's going to be a moment where you have to just make some adjustments, shifts, and changes to release things, free yourself also. Get yourself unstuck a little bit, clean up, declutter, do what you have to do. But once that's out of the way, the work can begin in a positive, successful way, and it's going to build momentum in order to help see it fully realized. Just don't forget your power this month. If anything comes at you projecting negativity towards your vision, your goals, your plans, you know what to do. Don't let anyone knock your crown, okay? Because it kind of feels like that with this card. Communication may also come through in a divine way to help give you the oomph, right? Or the push that you need. Just know that also your goals, your aspirations have a solid footing and foundation. You might have somebody come through also to help you execute this plan or idea, and remind you of what's possible. But just know that you can see it through, that you're not necessarily biting off more than you can chew, that you're fully capable of seeing this accomplished. And you have more skills with the Eight of Pentacles and talent and foundation than you even realize. But I feel like Spirit's going to help remind you of your gifts in some way to give you that determined motivation that you need. And not only that, help you remember your power and take it back. Okay. So let's see if we can get a few cards for clarification. So don't be surprised, I say, in the month of November, if you have to say a few choice words maybe to someone. Obviously try to use as much tact as you possibly can, right? Because sometimes words can wound, and once you say them, you can't take them back. So let's be mindful of that. But this is also saying you're going to reclaim your power in some way that's going to help you accomplish a goal. Maybe a work goal, maybe a manifestation goal. But there's something about determination And good luck to anybody gets in your way, because they're not going to survive, right? It's like, look out, I'm coming through. You know, that's the feeling that this gives me. All right, so an ending. Like I was saying, you might have to sever ties or cut ties or something, and, you know, but it's necessary to release these things with the Death card energy, so that way you can move forward in the direction of your goals and, again, reclaim your crown. If anybody's trying to knock your crown off, you know, those are situations and scenarios that you got to kind of sever ties with the Five of Swords. And you might get the sudden understanding and realization from that with this Hangman energy. I don't know if some of you are taking a time out, because it's a little bit of inactive energy, like I said. So you might be removing yourself from a situation, meditating on what to do. But I feel like Spirit's going to show you what you need to do. And it may involve releasing yourself from something or someone with this Five of Swords energy and taking back your power so you can pursue a goal, an ambition, maybe a dream. Many changes are going to come from this, so expect that. But again, we have earth energy here, which is symbolic of solid footing, foundation, like the number 4, right? So yeah, this is based in tangible reality here, whatever your plan is, whatever your idea is. So again, don't allow anybody to kind of knock your idea out of, you know, the heaven, right? Or the heavens or the sky, which you placed it into the universe, and you worked on it in the spiritual realm, right? Because you envisioned it there. It's like, don't let anybody try to knock that out of place, because you've already set that intention. You put that order in with the universe, and you could have somebody trying to shoot down your star. But please know that your wishes are tangible. Your plans are tangible. They can be realized. The earth energy is saying that. It's also this feeling of you making something a tangible reality for yourself as well. But it's going to come with its fair share of changes. Yeah, look at that. More energy of release, okay? Cutting ties, releasing, letting go. But this is necessary to get the ball rolling, okay? In the direction of making a goal, a wish, a tangible, physical reality. Because you've already set the intention out and put that into the universe already. And now it's about executing the plan, taking action upon it. But in order to get that ball rolling for yourself, something has to be let go first. But you'll get the enlightenment and the knowing that you need to help facilitate that with the Hangman energy. Like I said, don't be surprised if you get some divine enlightenment, download, understanding that comes through a message. Like I said, the crows, magpies, they're messengers, divine messengers. They are also the energy between realms. They speak of magic between realms. So it's an indication of there's magic afoot, even in the realms and the spaces where you can't always see. There's magic taking place on your behalf. They navigate between realms. They navigate between the spirit and the physical. So there's messages coming through from the spiritual to help aid you in the physical, is what this is saying. To help you step into your power so you can get the job done with the Eight of Pentacles and execute a plan, ambition that you have for yourself. And that's the month of November, so it's very empowered. Okay. And the Emperor wears his crown. So, and he protects himself, right? Protects his kingdom. So this is also saying, you know, if you have to sever ties with something or someone or situation that's just not cutting it for you anymore, just know that it's a way to protect yourself and protect the plans and the goals that you have moving forward. Because sometimes we do have to kind of protect our energy, protect our vision, maybe keep them secret and not share them with just anybody. Because again, negative energy projected at you or at your ideas or at your plans, it's like it's not helpful. So there's this feeling of needing to protect yourself in the month of November. And in order to do that, you might have to cut ties with someone or situation, or release that, let that go, so you can, you know, secure yourself. Final oracle card here, Sacred Destiny is what I'm using for November 2023. Pile number 2 viewers. All right, what do we have? Okay, I like that. Trust. All right, let's see what it says. Okay, gonna try to zoom in here. All right, there we go. It says trust. Desert vision. The desert seems parched and devoid of life, yet it is to the desert that spiritual sojourners go to gain messages from the Creator. Whoa. So I did say you might receive a divine message over here with the Hangman energy. That's confirmation already. Traditionally, the desert is a place of spiritual cleansing, renewal, and profound healing vision. Well, sometimes we got to cut things away from us to feel, right? Look at the water flowing. That's cleansing energy. To feel like, you know, we can start fresh. It says, just as desert terrains can feed our souls, they also nourish lands thousands of miles away. For example, the Sahara Desert and the Amazon rainforest are a great distance from each other. One is a vast dry area of sand and scrub, while the other is moist, lush, and green. And yet they are connected. Annually, thousands of tons of nutrient-rich dust from the Sahara crosses continents in the upper atmosphere and deposits vital phosphorus and other minerals to the Amazon, which is needful of those exact nutrients. So it says, Sacred Landscape wants you to know this is a powerful and important card to receive. Even when things seem parched and not fruitful, a deeper energy speaks of the power of your inner knowing. Yes, it's like reclaiming your power, like I said, internally, right? And Spirit might endow you with some kind of knowing to remind you of that. And it says meditate. Look at that. That is exactly the energy of the Hangman, right? Meditate, trust, those nudges from the universe, right? Because I said the universe gives us ideas and plans so we can take action upon them, so the universe, God, Creator, Spirit can live those things through us. We are the physical vessels by which these things get created. Trust your nudges from the universe. Trust the plans and ideas that you have. Trust that inner knowing. You got to let go of some things, right? Whether they be internal, external situations, right? That might prevent you from seeing it through. And that maybe is the cleanup work, right? The decluttering that you might be doing in the month of November. But it says, your celestial advisors are close now. You are now open to receive some of the most important messages of your life through your intuition. Holy shit. Like, that is literally, yeah. Like I said, the crow energy is the divine messenger between realms, between the realm of spirit and matter, okay? And you're going to be receiving some serious messages to assist you. That's so freaking, yeah, in alignment with what I said. Wow. Your intuition is spot on, so trust it. And even if there are some areas of your life that seem lackluster, know that other areas are being fertilized for a resplendent future. Have faith and know that there is a higher purpose. Whoa. Yeah, and that future is what you're going to be working towards with that 8 of Pentacles. Because remember, it evolves from the 8 of Pentacles to the 9 and then the 10 of Pentacles, which accomplishes everything. Okay. So let's go ahead and roll the dice for angel numbers. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice for additional messages to help confirm the reading and or maybe provide you with a message that you need personally. I don't give you source because it could be one you don't like. It also, you know, I never want to imply that one source is better than another because there's many on the internet. And trust me, you will, when you do your little exploring, you'll find one that resonates with your heart. I say go with that one, trust that one, and allow it to be the interpretation, you know, for you. Also, when you take the journey to research the numbers for yourself, you may come across other sign synchronicity that spirit needs you to find. If I gave you a shortcut to the number, I might rob you of that complete experience. I don't want that to happen. Likewise, that's why I don't give that interpretation for you off the bat, right? I want you to find your own magic. So let's see what numbers come through to help you with this reading. Just give me a word of warning. Sometimes they confirm what I've already said word for word. That does happen, which is really cool when it does. So if it does happen in this case, let me know in the comment section down below. So let's see what your number is for the month of November 2023, pile number 2 viewers. 10. Hold on here. There we go. It's a 10. That's a 6. All right. And a 9. Okay. So 1069 is your angel number. Go ahead and look up that number, see what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider also joining my channel membership for exclusive content and readings that I put out for members only. You could also support what I do here by visiting my Etsy store. I have really cool handmade crystal jewelry that I make there on my free time. I also have vintage jewelry that I find, you know, when I'm traveling or exploring. I find jewelry that needs refurbished, and then I do that myself and then offer it in my shop. So pay me a visit if you wish to support me there. I would appreciate it. Much love to all of you. Take care and always keep shining. Pile number 3 viewers, you chose the Crystal Tarot for your monthly reading. I will definitely be using this, but first I'm going to start off with a Guardian Angel Tarot card, which also acts as like an oracle card because there are messages on here. And I'm going to use this to find out what the theme and or main energy is for you for the month ahead, November 2023. So pile number 3 viewers, what is the main energy and or theme of your month ahead? What should we be paying attention to? What should we know? What should we be focused on? You know, let's see. Main energy, pile number 3 viewers, November 2023. 1 card. All right. I will pull over the tarot as well, but let's take a look at this first. Okay, so this is the Ace of Swords. All right, I love it. So it says, this cherub has arrived to congratulate you for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired. It's important to communicate clearly and thoroughly with others who are involved in the implementation of your idea. Don't be dissuaded by little challenge along the way, or by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. I love that. I really like that. Also, Ace of Swords gives you a breakthrough. It gives you a big idea. It gives you an aha moment. But it's so that way the clouds of confusion can part and you can see things for what they are and for what they aren't. And it's like that big idea, you have such clarity, or that knowledge, information, communication, by the way, because it's swords. When it comes through, it just makes everything bright as day to you. You can see things clearly and with knowledge and wisdom to act upon it accordingly. So think of brand new beginnings, yes, because it's an ace. But this brand new beginning also gives you the clarity and the big ideas where maybe you were lacking the knowing or the knowledge or the understanding, or you didn't know what you didn't know, right? And sometimes we have to be gentle with ourselves because sometimes we don't know what we need to know when we need to know it, or as we feel we need to know it, you know? And it's one of those things where it's like it comes to us eventually. We just have to be patient with the revelation of that understanding or that piece of knowledge, because sometimes those nuggets of knowledge and wisdom and clarity are meant to come at specific moments. They won't come sooner than they need to. They always arrive right on time. So there's something about a piece of knowledge, information, communication that comes through right in the nick of time, is what this is saying for the month of November. But when it does, it's going to give you such clarity and understanding and knowing, where it also helps you feel confident about the direction that you're headed in. And this new direction, because it is new, it's an ace, is kind of carving out a path for you, is what I just heard. The reason for that, maybe it's because, you know, it's a sword, and swords do clear the path, right? So if you've ever been in like deep forest, sometimes you'll take like a machete or something like that. If you've ever been in the jungle, right? I mean, if you've ever been to Puerto Rico and you're walking through dense jungle, you know, like just imagine, you know, a machete clearing the path for you. So that way, you know, you're not stumbling over bramble and vines or plants that are kind of blocking your way forward. So there's a little bit of that coming through with this Ace of Swords. It's like clearing the path, like this, whatever breakthrough this is, whatever piece of knowledge, information, communication, or aha moment or idea that comes through is clearing the path for you. Clearing the path for you to move forward into this new energy, new beginning, or new inspiration, or move forward. Yes, move forward with this new inspiration. And if the card says if you feel challenged in any way, just know that these are little speed bumps. Sometimes I say we come across challenges at times because we need to arrive on time to the destination, no sooner, no later. Everything is mapped out specifically the way it needs to be. So sometimes we're slowed down on the path purposely with little hiccups along the way, because even those hiccups are purposeful. They play a role in the greater unfolding of this event taking place for you. So ideas, inspirations, big enlightening moments that bring clarity, understanding, knowledge where you've needed it, maybe didn't have it or lacked it. Some insight and wisdom could be coming through, a divine maybe download, some piece of information, channeled information. Something's coming towards you to tell you something. And this is saying to just be open to receive the messages when they come, because it's going to serve the greater unfolding of this new beginning that's happening for you. All right, so let's see what else the tarot has to say about this. Let's see if we can get 3 cards, November 2023, for pile number 3 viewers. Breakthroughs are at hand is what this is telling me. Insights you didn't have previously are incoming, okay? Look at that. So yeah, double confirmation, okay? Ace of Thought, Ace of Swords, same thing. Double confirmation here. Wow. All right, let's see. 2 more. Oh, okay, perfect. If I need more cards, though, I will always grab from the pile off to the side. Let's see. The High Priestess. Okay, right there. Divine download. Okay. Divine downloads in the month of November are going to bring you clarity and breakthrough and big ideas where you've needed them. It's going to provide an answer, some knowledge, wisdom that you didn't have before. But it's going to set the tone. It's going to set the stage for the greater thing to unfold. You might take action on an idea as well in the month of November. And this idea is divinely inspired, and it's an intuitive nudge that you've received for a higher purpose, calling, or path. And I also felt like whatever's coming through is helping to clear the path for you. It's also telling you to trust the intuitive nudges and ideas that you get, because it's leading to something greater. It's opening something up to you. It's opening up a door for you in November. Wow. This is pretty cool. Let's see what this card, the 4 of Cups. Now, the 4 of Cups is interesting. I heard hesitation. Heavy hesitation. Pile number 3, viewers, you're down. Like, this card is saying you're hesitating on taking an idea, or you're feeling a little disheartened or discouraged on taking action on an idea, or you're feeling like, I don't know if I should. Is this going to work out? Is it going to pan out the way that I want it to? This 4 of Cups is giving me the vibe of like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I should. So you're debating it. The thing is with the 4 of Cups is oftentimes what you don't see with that energy is that there's an opportunity coming toward you. There's always that one cup floating in the air. The guy is focused on the shouldas, the couldas, and wouldas on those 3 cups, right? I'm giving you the original depiction of the card. But he's like sitting against a tree. There's 3 cups in front of him. And he's like, ugh. He's feeling meh about everything. He's like, oh, I don't know. Nothing seems to be working out for me. And then there's that 4th cup being divinely brought by the universe, right? It's like the hand of God coming through to hand him this 4th cup. But he's too caught up in his feelings that he doesn't see it. And that's an advice, right? Not to get caught up and or distracted by everything happening around you, that you fail to take action on an idea that has been divinely guided and inspired to you or brought to you through Spirit. Spirit is giving you that idea so you can follow through with it. The thing is, you might get in your feelings, and with the 4 of Cups, fail to act upon it. Therefore, there's the possibility of missing an opportunity. And that's not what you want, right? Probably. That's not what the universe wants for you either. There's a blessing coming towards you. Think of it. It's literally in that card. It's literally the Ace of Cups floating in the background. So it has to do with something on your heart. You're getting a divine nudge from Spirit about something on your heart, but maybe you're feeling a little hesitant because of the situation currently surrounding you. Maybe you're focused on your problems, or that might seem to be what's the main focus for now because maybe you have a lot going on. You're just not really seeing how it could work, right? If you were to take action, how it's all going to pan out. And sometimes we can hesitate because of the doubts, right? Sometimes our own inner insecurity or negative self-talk. Maybe you don't see how it could benefit you, right? As well. And we can kind of fall, I heard fall flat with that 4 of Cups. Fail to take action because we're not seeing the bigger picture. The thing is, I'm being led to say, you're not going to see the bigger picture until you make the move. Until you seize the opportunity in the moment. Act upon it because that's how it was inspired or given to you. There's a breakthrough that's coming in. There's an opportunity that's being shown to you, but you could fail to act upon it because you're being distracted with the 4 of Cups because of other things happening in your physical reality at this time that are grabbing your attention. There's something on your heart trying to come towards you, and it may, the information, the knowledge, and the wisdom that's coming through with that Ace of Swords is in regards to that thing on your heart, and only you know what that is. There's this breakthrough that's happening to help you snatch it up in the moment when it arrives so you could recognize it and see it for what it is. Right? Like I said, the Ace of Swords is that energy where it's like I'm parting the clouds of confusion. I get a brilliant idea, a sudden understanding of clarity. It makes everything clear. I can see things truly for what I need to do, what I need to know. And it allows me to move forward because now I don't have any doubts. But that Four of Cups is saying that the doubts will start to creep in. It's like you get that sudden aha of clarity and you're like, yes. But then the doubts start to creep in and the hesitation starts to settle in. And then you're like, ooh, this feeling of, was I just imagining that? Am I being delusional? You know, I'm getting self-doubt and hesitation from the Four of Cups. But a lot of that is outside stimulation that's making you question the opportunity. And it could also make you miss it. So again, that's the advice here. Not to allow the distractions of the world around you or the current situation or the current reality to keep you from acting upon an idea that has been divinely given to you. Intuitively, this is the very thing you need. This is the idea exactly that's needed. This is something you probably never considered before. It's maybe brand new. The breakthrough's here. But you might hesitate, is what this is saying. And it could be that there's challenges, like this card says. There's challenges that come up and make you doubt your initial thought or intuitive nudge and make you hesitate. But it's not what you think. The feeling is here. It's not what it seems. There's a blessing here that you're not quite seeing the full picture of yet. There's a gift in the outcome here that's kind of not in the forefront, it's in the background, right? Four of Cups. Because that cup is always floating in the background. There's a gift, there's a blessing that's not quite in your line of sight yet that this breakthrough is trying to bring. And you might hesitate because you're not fully aware of it yet, of what that is. I do want to see the card underneath the deck as the underlying influence. It could be something we're aware of or not aware of. Okay, I think that this reading here for pile number 3 is like a forewarned is forearmed. So don't let the current circumstances make you miss an opportunity, right? Or the distractions or the current reality, the disappointment of the current reality make you miss an opportunity. Or don't allow it to jade you in a way. Because there's something being worked out in the background that you can't quite see yet. Like it says, these are merely course corrections to a perfect plan, or to perfect your plan. And that's that Ace of Cups trying to bring you the blessing, the opportunity in those realms and spaces that you can't quite see because it's not quite in the forefront yet. But that doesn't mean it's not coming. All right, let's see underneath the deck. Oh my gosh, look. Do you see this? The Six of Wands. Okay, hello. Victory is at hand underneath the surface. Again, hidden where you can't see. You see what I'm saying? Like literally. The Six of Wands. This is your victory. Your victory is incoming. It's just that sometimes the world around us makes us think that it's not happening for us. But that's anything further from the truth. It is. Underneath the surface, we see it here. We see your victory. We see your alignment. We see your triumph over adversity. You're winning. You're absolutely winning. But it could be that the world around you is not really reflecting that yet. But it is. It will soon be reflecting it to you. You're just right now in this weird liminal space where you can't quite see that. Trust. Please trust yourself. The High Priestess would. High Priestess also energy of balance. Number 2. Right? She also sits between the pillars of, I guess, duality. She finds the center point. We have 2 numbers of balance, harmony, and alignment right here, the number 2 and the 6. 2 is about partnerships, unions, coming together, joining of forces. I also feel like part of the joining of forces is you and Spirit. Spirit is also aligning you maybe with someone or something to allow this victory to unfold for you. There is a breakthrough moment here. You might have a couple of hiccups as this breakthrough unfolds, as you get your new beginning, as you get your aha moment, and as you take action on it, let's say. You might have a few hiccups and it might make you doubt or hesitate to take action where you need to. All because appearances aren't what they, aren't making sense. Things just don't make sense outside of you quite yet. Or, yeah, they're not reflecting 100% yet that thing that you intuitively know internally is best for you or right for you or the right way to go about it. But you're right on, that's the thing, you're right on the brink of your victory, of your success. So I don't know if this big grand idea is part of like, a missing piece of information that has been kind of hidden from you, because the High Priestess can talk about mysteries and secrets, but you're about to get revealed a secret. That's what it also feels like. And there's this little bit of a, like there's this feeling of excitement about it, but then the excitement dies down and you're feeling a little wah. Like, oh man, none of this makes sense now. Should I not? Is this the best thing for me? I mean, I felt really good about the idea when I first got it, but now that I'm about to take action upon it and follow through with my heart, I don't know if I should. I don't know. Like, look at all this shit around me. It doesn't make sense. Things don't seem like, maybe it doesn't seem like the right time. But my thing to you is like, it wouldn't have been given, that information, that knowledge, that knowing, that idea wouldn't have been given to you from Spirit at this time, unless it wasn't the right time, you see? The idea came at the right time. It came when it was meant to. Exactly when it was meant to. Don't get distracted this month. You're approaching a successful outcome. You're approaching those things that you've held on your heart, even though it's not fully revealing itself to you yet. Even though maybe some things don't make sense, or you doubt yourself in the moment, or you doubt your intuitive nudge in the moment. And we all go through that. But success is around the corner. This breakthrough is here for a reason. This idea is here for a reason. This moment of clarity is here for a reason. This knowledge that's being delivered to you is delivered to you here for a reason in the month of November. It was delivered exactly when it was meant to, for you to act upon it accordingly, as you were meant to help you access that thing on your heart or receive your blessing and your much needed breakthrough successfully as you were meant to. That's why it says, this cherub has arrived to congratulate you, 6 of Wands underneath the surface, for your brilliant new idea, which is truly inspired by Spirit. The divine's working through you to help execute this idea or this divine plan of action, to clear the confusion, the doubts out of the way, so you know what you need to do. There's some kind of clear communication that's coming through or that you will be having. But it's going to reveal something that was hidden. But with that revelation comes that breakthrough, clarity, aha moment. Trust that this is for your best outcome. Don't get caught up in the appearances, because everything is not what it seems. There's a blessing coming towards you in the background, in the spaces and realms that you can't quite see yet because it's not in the forefront. Six of Wands is telling us that your victory is right there. It's there. It's just, again, where you can't see it. All right. I hope this makes sense. You're about to achieve something, Six of Wands. And you're right there. You're literally right there. It's so freaking close you can smell it. Okay? Do you see this? Abundance. Okay. Abundance. And how much more confirmation do we need? Look, pomegranates, pomegranates. High Priestess is always depicted with pomegranates because that's like the fruit of spiritual wisdom, okay? So there's some kind of abundance physically, tangibly, or metaphysically that's coming through. Divine knowledge, wisdom, okay? To help you. Spiritual fruit here, okay? Is what this is saying. It's coming through. How much more, like, you know what I'm saying? I can't make this up. Come on. We have the crescent moon here. You see that? Crescent moon at her feet. Spiritual message, download, information, knowledge. She holds a scroll. Look at the scroll. The scroll. She's holding this exact scroll right here. There's some serious spiritual intuitive messages that are coming through, but oh my gosh, it's going to open doors for you like never before. So trust the inner knowing rather than the outside. Navigate by that first. Trust what you feel and sense in here, inside, versus what the outside world is showing you. Because this is telling me here that this divine message, this divine knowing, that's what's accurate. The outside world literally has to catch up to what's taking place internally for you, intuitively for you. Whew, okay. I quit. I quit. I'm done. You have the sun, okay? That's the fiery energy of success, enlightenment, clarity, joy, high vibe, accomplished energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just can't see how everything's gonna pan out, and you might hesitate. So if this is an idea, if this is an intuitive nudge you pick up, or some kind of divine download that you get, you're kind of questioning it. Am I crazy? I know I've done that too. No, what you receive is accurate as F, okay? Don't doubt what you receive. Trust that eventually the outside world will confirm it to you. But also know that the intuitive nudges that you receive internally, spiritually, metaphysically, are accurate, and that the outside world has to catch up to what you know first internally. You see what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense. You catch my drift? The sun is shining on you. Even when with the Four of Cups, you're looking down at all your problems and situations and everything that doesn't make sense. Even in all that, it's still shining down on you. It's still powering you up. You have the Six of Wands here underneath the deck, affirming, confirming your success when all is said and done. So is the sun. Don't look down, look inward, look upward is what I just heard. Holy cow. This is very strong. Like, it's a very powerful reading. I love this so much. Because I know we're all in this human meat suit. We understand what it's like when we feel like, oh, is anything ever going to change? We feel just tired, spiritually tired. My gosh. And we wonder, is anything ever really going to improve or look up? That's that Four of Cups. And we feel jaded by the world around us and all the shit we have to go through. And we're wondering, is anything ever going to improve? And in the month of November, it's just saying, yes, it is. You're going to have that breakthrough, those insights, those intuitive nudges. But you might hesitate. And that's where, you know, it's the hesitation. That's our humanness. You know, we question our reality all the time. We question whether that was a fluke or was that legit. Was that a legit intuitive insight I got? Or was I just imagining it, you know? You weren't imagining anything. What you receive this month is legit. Your outside world is eventually going to reflect what you know inside. It has to. You're guaranteed success with the Six of Wands. Achievement, accolades, accomplishments, triumph over adversity, recognition, you know? It's kind of like Spirit is recognizing you for all you've gone through and your diligence even when nothing made sense. You know what I mean? And that's big. Some kind of reward, Six of Wands, is coming your way in the month of November. Like I said, it's the universe trying to hand you this cup of love or this wish on your heart or something. You're getting some kind of reward, but you're just in a weird spot that you're not, it's not in front of you yet, but it's coming. All right, final oracle card, Sacred Destiny Oracle. Success, right, is at hand, and you have two cards right here indicating that. Breakthrough at hand. Divine messages. Your abundance is incoming. There's some kind of abundance, tangible or spiritual or otherwise, but there's something being offered to you. It might also, with the pomegranate energy, be a seed that you've planted already in your subconscious mind, because if you think about the High Priestess, she is the subconscious. She is the spiritual, the etheric realms. Okay, so I say seed because look at all the seeds here. Pomegranate associated to her. So let's see. Healing chaos. Okay, so look at the butterfly energy. Okay, I don't know if you guys are, I know probably some of you are going to probably like not, you're going to hate me for this, but I like SpongeBob, and the reason why is because when my daughter was growing up, that was one of her favorite cartoons, and we would sit and watch it together. And I don't know if you're familiar with Mermaid Man and Barnacle Boy. Okay. Mermaid Man would always say, evil's afoot, right? But when I flipped over this card, I heard change is afoot. Transformation is afoot. Oh my gosh. I know that's so goofy, but that's what this is telling me. Transformation is afoot. Allow it to happen. Allow it. There's things that need to be worked out in the background, but it's all happening for your greater good and on your behalf. We see it here. So don't get discouraged, right? Because it's all unfolding. Energy of the butterfly is in this card. Butterflies are a symbol of change and transformation, transmutation. You're about to push your way out of the cocoon like a butterfly when they're ready to fly. That's the breakthrough, maybe. Maybe the cracking of the egg, right? A butterfly pushes its way out of its cocoon when it gets, right, when it's grown, when it gets too big, and it can't stay in there. It has to eventually come out. And that's kind of metaphorical for things that are happening for you. Like these things, your outside world eventually has to reflect to you your inner world. But that's a transformation process. And the butterfly will come out of its shell at the right time. Or its cocoon at the right time, like the egg. Like the chick will come out of the egg at the right time. There's strength in the struggle as well. That's a symbolic of the butterfly. As if you know how that works, right? You can't help a butterfly come out of its cocoon too early because it needs that struggle in the cocoon to strengthen its wings, get that blood pumping so it can fly. I'm going to read this card, but I'm going to let you know that the Four of Wands I feel is already connected to it, because sometimes there's chaos before everything makes sense. And that's where you can start to get discouraged. Sometimes we get discouraged as shit hits the fan around us right before our greatest breakthroughs. Everything's crumbling around us. And we don't realize that a lot of things are falling apart just to fall into place. Okay? So there could be some disturbances that put you in that funky energy or that funk of the Four of Cups. And it starts to make you doubt or question what you know or the information you've received internally. But just know that there's major changes afoot taking place on your behalf to allow this breakthrough to unfold successfully, to bring you your heart's desire, maybe with the Four of Cups, and your success or your achievement of a goal or ambition or creative idea or inspiration with the Six of Wands. All right, let me read this because I feel like I'm rambling, but hopefully this all makes sense to you, pile number 3 viewers. So it says, spiraling tornado. Energy in our universe spirals. Water spirals in the wake of the fish that swims through the stream. Air spirals in the wake of a bird in flight. The moon spirals around the earth, which spirals around the sun. And we do have moon energy of the High Priestess, and we have the sun card here. So that makes sense. Which spirals around the galaxy. Even our DNA is a spiral. It is the healing principle of life. It's not an accident that the ancient symbol for healing is the caduceus, 2 spiraling serpents. It is the sacred spiral. Most people assume that there is nothing good that comes from tornadoes, but every part of nature has value. For example, although some birds lose their habitat from a tornado, birds such as the prairie warbler, whippoorwill, woodpecker grouse, and woodcock, as well as forest salamanders, all benefit from the new landscape created by tornadoes. Downed trees provide habitat for black bears and white-tailed deer and create dens for many kinds of animals. Tornadoes turn up the soil in ways that rejuvenate the earth. The sacred landscape wants you to know, when you receive this card, it acknowledges potential chaos or the need for chaos as an activator, right? To activate, yes, as an activator for profound healing. If your life seems chaotic, know that it has an underlying energy of healing. There's something that, is stirring the pot. It's stirring the pot to bring you something you need. That's why it says, don't be dissuaded by little challenges along the way. These are merely course corrections to perfect your plan. Know that it's an underlying energy of healing. You are a healer, or you're being healed on all levels. You are a healer. Alternatively, if your life is calm to the point of being stagnant, this card suggests that it might be time to create a big chaos or shake things up, right, in your life. It will activate healing. Do the unexpected, mix life up a bit, maybe take a risk, right? Get out of your comfort zone. Again, the hesitation, don't doubt yourself. You'll be like, should I not? I'm not sure if this is the right thing to do. This is saying, yeah, take a chance, do it, stir shit up. Because if you do this, if you follow through with it, right, you're going to activate these beautiful things, these breakthroughs where you need this abundance, this success, this high vibe energy, these achievement of goals. You're going to activate that to take place in your life because the universe is like right there, ready to hand it to you, but it's going to need you to step up in that way. I hope that makes sense. So let November be the month where you kind of like, you know, take the reins of your life and be steadfast that way. And not let the outside world discourage you or distract you from what you know you need to do in that way. Because if you're given the idea, if you're given the nudge, it's there for a reason. It's because you're on the brink of something, breakthrough, to bring you exactly what it is that you want. Let's go ahead and roll the dice for angel numbers. If you're not familiar with my channel, I do roll the dice to get angel numbers to either confirm things I've already said in this reading, and that happens sometimes that the numbers literally confirm word for word what I've already said in the reading, and or provide you with an additional messages, you know, that you need personally. I don't recommend a source because it could be one you don't like, and I never want to imply that one source is better over another because there's many on the internet. I say, you know, take the journey, find a source. If it resonates with your heart, go with that one. Also, take the journey because sometimes when you do, you come across other signs, serendipity, synchronicity that spirit needs you to find. And if I give you a shortcut to the number directly, I might completely rob you of that entire experience. And I don't want that to happen. So that's why I don't give you the number interpretation off the bat. So let's see what number comes up for you. Pile number 3 viewers. I know this was a long one. I hope I didn't, you know, lose you along the way. So if you're still here, thank you. Let's see. We have, okay, that's a 9. It's a 9. A 6, and an 8. All right, so go ahead and look up that number, 968. See what it brings to you. If you feel that this reading has helped and connected for you in some magical way, please do let me know in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to support this channel. Maybe consider joining my channel membership for exclusive readings and content that I put out for members only. You could also support me further by visiting me on Etsy. I have really cool handmade crystal jewelry there that I make by hand on my free time, including cool vintage jewelry finds that I come across, whether, you know, I go flea marketing sometimes, and I also, you know, will go out of state if it's close enough to just look for things. And if I find something that could use some TLC, I try to refurbish it myself and bring it to you. So have some fun exploring my shop. If you feel the need to support, I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. Much love to you wherever you are. Have a great month ahead. Take care and always keep shining.